Hey guys, welcome to the first lesson for the basic programming video set. And this one will be about the mindset of programming. So we're not programming for real yet. But first we need to know we get our mind to set up like a programmer, like think as a computer. So for the first things, if you want to help or need help or want to discuss, feel free to join the MC Central Discord, which is below in the description. We have many people there ready to help, a lot of knowledge, and for every channel or excuse me, for every YouTube video, we have a separate channel, so the subjects can be discussed and asked. So, yeah, feel free to join it. Well, for the first thing, to have the idea of the programming mindset, you should consider that, first of all, the computer does not know anything. Like I will give you an example at a later stage. But remember, the computer or the software or the web server or whatever it is, it does not know anything. Keep that in mind. That means that you have to think of everything yourself, like everything, um, because it doesn't know anything. You just have to explain it, right? From A to Z, or from A to B, which we will be handling in a short moment. Um, so that means that this includes every step, but also everything which can be an issue in any way. That means not only the happy flow, but every flow. Like you have to consider that you're not only doing the thing as it should be, but also if anything goes wrong along the way, you got any errors or stuff, you need to handle that, catch that, and tell it to do something with it. All right, so for now, let's say the idea is simply, let's make it a little bit bigger. Um, the the main thing is uh, get from sorry from point A to point B. It sounds very weird, but this is actually what a programmer mainly does. Like you have a starting point and you have an end point, which are kind of defined, and it's your challenge to reach that point. So, for example, let's take a very simple one, which we used to handle also in the Discord as an illustration thingy. That is, the simple assignment is go to the groceries and get yourself a cucumber. Well, this is like a daily thing everyone does. Like you're just doing this without seriously thinking, right? Um, so if this is the assignment, you look outside, you check if it rains or not. So you jump in the car, you go there, and you get your cucumber, you pay for it, you're going back to home. That's it. It was an no nonsense issue. Everyone with an IQ above 10 can execute this assignment. So now I will show you how greatly smart your brain is to do something like this. Because, for example, we are watching here, how's the weather? Sun or rain? Meaning possibly walk or by car. You make a choice. um, in your head, you're making these choices automatically. The computer will not. So you will have to say, okay, check the weather. If it's dry, we walk. Otherwise, we go by car. Why? Because walk is more healthy or it saves your money. Um, that's only the choice of transportation. Let me just like choice of transportation, right? This is um, only this thing already. What do we have more? Um, if we go there, let's say we are going with the car. We have chosen the car. Um, what we need to know is know location of the groceries. We just know that in our heads, daily life, but you have to, in programming, you have to inject that data. Like this is the location, because you will not never be able to execute go to the groceries if you are not able to know the location. Maybe you can look it up or something, like you can chew this over and over and over in the most detail you want, but I'm just giving some examples. You have to know the location of the groceries. But there's a second thing about locations what you need to know, like and my own location. Because if you're going somewhere but you don't know where you are, like if you're lost in the forest, and I'm telling you go to New York, you say, all right, I know where New York is, but I don't know where I am. So you need these both datas. Then a third item which can be very important is knowing the map. Let's say you're in your house, you're in the same city, etc. So you have to know the map, the streets, that kind of stuff. So you choose fastest or cheapest route, like a navigation does. The navigation will calculate all possibilities and doing a very smart thing, which is a thing going from your house to um, the groceries. It will consider if what is the cheapest, like your gasoline usage, or the fastest because you're in a hurry, and normally navigations are set up at a faster route normally. Sorry. Um, these are also things you need to consider. Then what happens? Imagine getting a roadblock in your route while you're transporting. So what do you do then? Because in your head you just know, because you're knowing the map, like, all right, I have to go here left and there right and another right and back on track, and it's fine. um, if in the computer you only had the most fastest route, only the fastest, for example, and you will get here, you will be in an error situation and there's no way out anymore because you didn't consider alternatives on error. So and this, I'm still only talking about the choice of transportation and only about what is being chosen along the way, what your brain is doing. And like I said, this is like a IQ 10 thing, but a computer cannot do this straight from there. You will have to explain it everywhere, be giving instructions and catching errors like a roadblock. What do you do? And that's one of the most simple things to think of. You get a flat tire, or you're suddenly getting a phone call. What do you do? Do you stop? Do you ignore it? Do you like? There are 1 million things you have to take consider about. Um, while in the groceries, imagine you have finally got there. Um, you know how to identify a cucumber because you have the assignment. But if you uh, don't know what it is, like what did I say? The computer doesn't know anything. So tell how a cucumber look like. um, you have this issue. Then some other thing can be done. How to find it within the groceries. You have like a path there and people around you, and you have to give other people room with their trolleys and just name it. You have so much things you are doing there. Then go to the checkout. You need to pay, right? Um, you will have something. Do you have enough money? Execute a transaction. You're paying, right? And we can go on and on and on with these amount of things which you are doing. Just a super simple task like going to the groceries and get yourself a cucumber. It sounds like the most easy task in life, and for humans it is. A cucumber, like, or a computer isn't able to do this by itself. You will give it loads of instructions to do this. And as you see, what do you do if you do not have enough money? Do you call someone? Do you, like, there are many routes you have to take into consideration. So actually writing something like this in a program to fully execute this, to take into consideration all possible problems, it will be already huge, and you will be programming for weeks or months to even fully catch this situation. So do not underestimate the amount of effort and the things you will have to do when you're programming. Also, consider that you will also maybe make choices. You can skip some things, like if going to the checkout, if this is the only way, you can, for example, skip the option steal it when you do not have enough money, or if you want to. So you can play a little bit with these values, but you should, for example, check if there's enough money. Like if you're programming for blockchain transactions or something, like I do mostly, before making a transaction, you check if there are still enough funds. Because if you're first sending someone else things and there are not enough funds, then yeah, we have a big, huge gap problem, and we do not want to have that. So keep these things in mind that, like I said, the computer doesn't know anything, which is very important. You have to think about everything yourself, and you have to include every step which will be taken in any way. And we will see that in the next lessons. Like we're going to give you some simple pseudocode, um, which will get us a little bit into these things, like step how to get from step A to B, but that will be like 1,000 times more simple than doing this. So, all right, this is some basic things which you need to consider, like it will be a normal thing in your head soon, when you're getting used to programming. But until that time, you need to consider this time and time again. What do you do when this or that is a problem? So, that's for the mindset for programming. The next few video will be some example things about this, which are in pseudocode, which means um, it's not really programming code, but a little bit more readable, but it's like an in-between language, to help you to get a grasp on it. And if we have that done, you can move to some basic things, like we are going to get the term of, like, which is the most important thing in programming, things like variables for something, and some places how you can handle things. But we'll get to there in the next lessons. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video and this channel and blah blah blah. You know the drill. If you want any help or discussion about the video, join the MC Central Discord. The link will be below in the description. Um, and yeah, enjoy your day, and talk to you soon. Bye.